Alice Cooper's School's Out on Late Night FM. It's Christian. Hello. Can I take you back to when I was in high school? Keep your jokes to yourself. Thank you very much. Yes, it does feel like I just put down my musket after the Civil War and went off to high school. Yes, I was in the Drum and Fife Corps. Come on, you guys. I'm Gen X, but not that old now. And I'd like to take you back geographically to Baltimore. This is my hometown. And earlier, I made a video about Alice Cooper's School's Out and what it meant to kids in Baltimore. Certainly of my generation and perhaps more. Those who came behind me, I'm not so sure. I went on to start working professionally at age 28, and I went north to Philadelphia. However, I wanted to really tap into what it felt like to be, say, in high school, even elementary school, why not? And for many years, Sarah Fleischer was the midday radio personality at 98 Rock. I listened to two stations primarily, B104, which was playing your top 40. And they had a DJ named Willie B for 7 years. And he just resonated with me personally, so I would check him out. And his delivery, getting a little bit off the track here, and that's what I tend to do. But welcome to Late Night FM with your boy. Willie B had that old school pacing, just super impressive, high tempo, rolling with it. Maybe I can add some clips as we go on. But I listened to B104 and Willie B. I believe he was doing nights. And so I would bounce back and forth between B104 and 98 Rock. During the daytime, however, it was 98 Rock. And you would listen to Sarah. She ended up doing 38 years at WIYY in Baltimore. Many of which I believe were in middays. She was considered the queen, Baltimore's queen of rock and roll. And when she played Alice Cooper's school was out, damn it. There was no coordination. I think they were working behind the scenes, maybe not to play this song heavy in rotation as, you got deeper into the spring and when school was officially going to be out. I know we have a lot of different release times for different schools, public, private. However, she seemed to know exactly when to play the song. And I'll be damned if when she played it, all schools, unless, of course, like me, one year, you had to go to summer school, but I don't really want to talk about that. That summer really sucked. I went to a school that was about 50 minutes away from my house. That's a whole different story. But anyway, riding the bus in the summer was its own adventure and whatever. I just still didn't like it and it sucked. Every other year, though, we would wait for her to play this song. Radio would make an appointment, like coming up at noon on Wednesday. Sarah plays School's Out, the official cook-off, this sort of thing. And you would do it. There was no social media posts. There was none of that. But when she played School's Out, it was official. You were running to pull out all of your shorts. Some of us were wearing OPs. I was wearing hand-me-down cut-off jeans and concert t-shirts. It's hard to describe, but I'm trying, the feeling of being a kid in school and knowing that you're so close to getting out. It's like being an adult and working toward Friday at 4:30 or 5 o'clock or 6, whenever you get off. I think Friday is the most anticipated day of the week. Sure, Saturday you're off for sure doing your thing, but Friday has an anticipation that is built in that we all kind of feel. Well, it was similar to that when you were getting out of school in Baltimore. And when Miss Sarah played this song, it was on. Officially your summer. Now, fast forward many years, and I would work with Sarah. I was at least on that team at 98 Rock for 2 years in the mid-90s. I ultimately went up to WMMR in Philadelphia and loved every minute of working at 98 Rock. I can't tell you, I'll tell you at a different time, just how difficult it was for me to leave Baltimore, my hometown, getting to work on my favorite radio station, and then the opportunity to leave the city and that radio station. We'll save that for another time. I did write about Alice Cooper on Substack. I hope you'll join me there. You know, you can read, watch it on YouTube. Of course, you're reading on Substack. The videos will go to YouTube, and you listen wherever you get podcasts. And I want to invite this conversation. This is one of those topics with music, radio, and culture that perhaps Generation X would appreciate. And I know boomers do as well, because Generation X to me is probably the last generation to truly be raised on radio. So I talk about it. It's not all the time, but it's a major part of my life since I'm 8 years old. The professional stories are fun to tell and share. What are your thoughts and your opinions on Alice Cooper's School's Out? Was there a DJ, was there a radio station somewhere when you grew up that played this song and it made it feel like I'm trying desperately to describe to you? There's nothing like an official Summer is Here song. And from a kid from Baltimore, this was it. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. If you have suggestions and ideas, you can reach me, Christian, at Late Night FM. I'd love to hear from you. We're just getting started here. We are again on Substack, YouTube, and wherever you get podcasts. Guest ideas, topics, subjects, thoughts, and questions, send them along. Until next time, good day.